this is easily one of the best ad campaigns I've seen in years. Hello, truckers. How are you? Tim Bird here, episode number 112 of Live from the Truck, where we talk about marketing and branding and all kinds of other stuff. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I lived in the state of South Dakota from 1989 to 1996 and have been back there a few times since then. There is a marketing campaign that just hit that is getting worldwide attention. The website is onmeth.com. South Dakota apparently has a huge meth problem, or it's what's being perceived as a huge meth problem. And the state of South Dakota decided that they were going to do an advertising campaign it's an awareness campaign. Now, we've heard about, we got to do an awareness campaign. We got to make people aware of things. Well, this thing is going spectacularly well. If your stated goal is to make people aware of your meth problem in your state. So what did they do? They put out a graphic with the state of South Dakota. It says, meth, we're on it. Because of the society that we live in today, because people don't read things, they don't go past the headlines, they don't go further into the actual article or the topic at hand, all they do is they see the headline and they react accordingly. Well, when you have a headline that says meth, we're on it, full stop, again, what do people think? Oh, the entire state of South Dakota is on meth. No, that's not what we're saying. This is where you have to go deeper. You can't just take things at face value. And see, I did what most people won't do. I actually investigated this website, looked at the videos. To all my South Dakota friends who are posting this on my timeline or sending me messages going, what the hell is this? This stupid governor. The state of South Dakota spent $500,000 to get this ad campaign produced. Here's what you don't know. What you don't know is they've actually been pushing this campaign for at least 3 years. 3 years. How do I know this? Because I didn't go to Google. I went to a privacy browser and all I typed in was South Dakota Meth and hit enter. And guess what popped up on the first page? This story being referenced on the Washington Post, the Daily Mail in the UK, Mashable, BuzzFeed, MSN, Yahoo. This thing is going everywhere. And for those of you who think that this is not a big deal, there are so many layers to this. Here's what you're not seeing. When I lived in South Dakota, again, this was BI, before internet, anytime somebody said the name South Dakota on the national news, or when Dances with Wolves, which was filmed in South Dakota, and that thing won all those Oscars and all this stuff. Anytime somebody said the name South Dakota on the national news, people started beating it like the world was ending. I mean, they were like, oh my God, they said the name South Dakota on the news. Dan Rather said South Dakota. Who gives a shit? All it took was $500,000 and this campaign to put South Dakota on the map worldwide. And now people are talking about South Dakota in a way that they may have, first off, they may have never heard of it. Secondly, if they have, maybe they want to investigate it. Maybe they will go to the website and see what's going on there. And does this not do what the state tourism department has been trying to do for 50 years? In the span of 72 hours, with making this little switch, making this little shift, and changing a headline, you've just done in 3 days what your tourism department's been trying to do for probably 50 years, and that is to people to get to say the name South Dakota, to at least investigate it and see if it's someplace worth going. There's one mistake that they're making. When I, again, went to a privacy browser, typed in South Dakota Meth, and the second or third thing that popped up was a YouTube video that was produced in 2016. And it's about 11 minutes long, and it is easily in the top probably 10 most powerful videos I think I've ever seen. It's actual people that were on meth and have recovered and now they're off. and it's talking about what meth did to them. It is ungodly powerful. That video needs to be on the front page of that website. South Dakota has a meth problem, and as the government, as the state government, we are on it. Not, we're on meth. No, not that. We're on the problem. It's about context. If this was intentional, it's genius. If this is unintentional, hey, even a blind squirrel can find a nut. Broken clocks right twice a day. I think this was by design, and I think this was genius. And if you are living in the state of South Dakota and you are lamenting the fact that this is being sent out around the world, boo-hoo, it's being sent out around the world. I would love to see the traffic numbers that, like, the state tourism website is getting. Because I guarantee you, it went, and you're going to complain about that? It's going to bring more money into your state, and you're complaining about this. See, where I'm at, the second worst city in the world, St. Louis, Missouri, Missouri could not do this. Missouri could not pull off this campaign, and here's why. Missouri literally is the meth capital of the planet. You go about an hour and a half, 2 hours that way, it's like Oz on meth. It's like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory of meth. When South Dakota puts out this ad campaign and says, hey, we're on meth, we're on it, as in we're on the case, genius. And this website is actually really well done. It's like, I need help, or I know someone that needs help, or something like. It's really, really well done. They just gotta put that video on that page. I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate this into my presentations now, because I think it's that damn good. And you know what? People are talking about it. And isn't that the point of this? This thing literally is going viral. I mean, aside from Mount Rushmore, Crazy Horse, Wall Drug, and where they filmed Dances with Wolves, and okay, Deadwood, I'll give you that. What else you got? Well, apparently you have meth, but that's not the drawing point of the state. It's a shame it took this to get there, but here we are. Now the question is, how is South Dakota going to capitalize on this? Go back and watch this. #live, #replay, #loveyoumeanit, #I'm not on meth. Talk to you next time for episode number 113 of Live from the Truck. My name's Tim Burt, and we're going to end this in exactly 3, 2, 1. Don't do meth. Bye.